Definitely experience some over trading. Definitely experience some over trading. It's a feeling I haven't felt in some time, I gotta say. And it's not so much that I like now looking back, it's not so much that I felt nervous or anxious. I just it was two things, right? So the first being that this support zone isn't exactly placed as best as it could have been. And I'll show with this Google Doc. It's so important, man. Like the placement of just the placement of zones, it can make or break it. And this one was so lazy. Like the one that I had placed, it was so lazy. And it makes sense now that I fixed it. Now all of this starts to make sense right here. And a part of me wanted to go back in, but it was honestly too late. It was like three candles down. Yeah, it was like right here, and I was like, it's too late. So this is just a placement just to see what would happen if I would have entered, but realistically, I wouldn't have entered. Then again, though, now that I'm thinking of it, why not just enter? This is a demo account anyway, right? Like I could just hop in this and then just go, right? So here's perfect. I'm so glad that I did this because look, you see this zone right here, right? It looks like it's set up good, right? Right? But not exactly. See, the zones get touched every so often, and this is where it's supposed to be. You see these two right here? Boom. Reverse right here at the support zone. And then it comes back down and it just breaks through, and then it's consolidating inside of it, which kind of makes sense in a way, but then it breaks past it and then it decides to come back down. So I'm like, whoa, 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 wait, what's going on here? So I come back, right? And then I replaced it according to what had happened in the past. I looked back on the daily chart and then the 4 hour chart, excuse me, and then I placed this zone accordingly. And then I lined it up with the present, which is over here, which is what we're looking at right now on this chart. And it makes way much more sense. Price hits it right here two times, then it decides to break it, and then it's consolidating right here as resistance, right? And then even then right here, this is still resistance to me. I wouldn't say that it fully broke out, and price is still lagging inside of the zone. And then it finally decides to come back. This is probably the retest right here. This is more like the retest. So just something to look out for. You know, I placed this for 1% in my account, and then this was 2% in my account because I was trying to make back what I lost, right? And the same thing happened with CAD JPY. You know, price came back up here and then decided to go back down. So I'm just gonna get rid of these right here. And yeah, we're gonna start over. Look at the market real quick for a couple minutes. And, it's a freaking Tuesday. I didn't look at the market on Sunday, unfortunately. And on yesterday, I looked at it for a little bit, but I was at work. I was at work. I was out at the docks. And then we went to the tree lighting, you know, over here in City of Commerce. So that took up some of my time as well. So now we're back. Now we are back. Um, I don't see anything right here. Euro GBP. Got this 4 hour zone right here. This looks pretty viable. Okay, cool. Boom. Right there. We got this. Okay, good buy opportunities right there. How valid is that though? Yeah, that's super valid buy opportunities. It's been on a downtrend ever since. I want to consider this because it broke these lows right here. So I consider a downtrend since right here, 0.89681. And then it just continued on the downside. So eventually this has to have a reversal. I forgot what the word was. It's just super vital that I find this. One second, one second. It was way at the bottom. It's one of my later notes. Mean reversion. There we go. Mean reversion. What does this mean, right? Price goes really far from its average price and then reverts to its average price. This is basically Forex. Like that's what Forex is. It's just fluctuating within a price. Like it just continues to fluctuate this whole freaking time. Its entire existence is just trying to balance out. Look at this. This is the only time, like all of this since 2009. price has stayed within a certain frame, right? This was the highest. Look, I'll even put it right here. Boom. And then the lowest right there. See, but price has stayed within these bounds, right? Within this range for the most part. Oh, crap. So when I heard about mean reversion, it just made so much sense to me because that's I don't want to be incorrect about this, but it's like price wants to keep a balance, right? It's like price wants to be stabilized. It wants to be at its average price or what's considered, I guess, not a surprising price, but like the common price or area where a pair would be normally, right? It seems like, yeah, after the 2008 recession, it went up. But even then, right here, it's oh, whoa, whoa, why is it, what the heck? Why is it like that? It's just showing the opens and the closes, right? What the fuck? Damn, look at all this history. Oh, wow, it's all the way down here. We got data from not from this from 1975. Shout out to TradingView. And then I'm assuming this is when everything went online, 1993. 90, but that's kind of early though. Yeah. Whoa, look at this. This looks nasty. Look at that. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Anyways, mean reversion. I'm glad I learned about that. So that's what price will want to do naturally. And that's why reversals are so prevalent and so important. Like good buy opportunities, right? Because the last time that price touched that was right here, February 2022. It's going on 3 years since price has touched this area. So the probability of it shooting upwards starting from this point, it's pretty high. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good shot. So I'm just gonna wait until Euro GBP reaches this point. Because I mean, there's no point in selling at this rate. Even if I go into the 4 hour, yeah, I don't really see anything to be honest. This zone right here, it's not too valid anymore. I can't really say it's a valid zone. See, look, I even tried selling it right here, which would have hit if I had placed this over here, it would have hit definitely, even right here. Boom. Look at this crazy wick. This is so long. It's ridiculous. Anyways, if price decides, because it kind of seems like it's consolidating now at this rate, even just with this date, like here forward. Hold on. Yeah, like all this now it's just I feel like it's starting a range. It's starting to consolidate. Sorry about that. It's starting to consolidate. So I can see it lagging here for a little bit longer before before price decides to, finally shoot up. So that's that for Euro GBP, AUD JPY. Oh, that's right. I had this partial loss on it. See now that's a way cleaner break and retest. The move is done though. I'm not gonna enter this. Prime opportunity to enter right here. I could have even thrown a fib on this. Let's see what's good with that. Maybe not. Yeah, the fib doesn't make sense in this scenario. I mean, somewhat, but I'm not trying to force it either. You know? That's the thing about the fib. It's like sometimes I'll put it at the open and closes, and other times I'll put it. This makes sense too, actually. No, never mind. And sometimes I'll put it at the end of the wicks. And that's kind of what I want to get at is whether or not the fib am I cheating myself by doing that by putting on the opens and closes or does that make sense, you know? Anyways, ADJPY, the move is done. This break and retest, the opportunity is out. GBP USD, let's see what's good with that. Price filter, okay, blah blah blah. I've been selling this pair. Yeah, I've been selling this pair. But price has broken this high, so I may even start an uptrend. I might start a bull run. But honestly, hmm, I don't see nothing here. I don't see nothing here for now. Your GBP, let's see what's good with that. Also, yeah, that's the one I was just talking about. Okay. USD CAD. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah. Yep, that was a good setup. That was a good setup. It's so crazy how I have, the position tool right there, and then I just forget to enter. It's things like that that give me more confidence in my training. It's like, oh, I was right all along. This has happened, I think, like two times, three times already with this demo account, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, it just reaffirms what I'm capable of. It reaffirms what I can do. Yeah, no, I don't really see nothing on this either, to be honest. If I see this pair reaching this daily zone, though, I can definitely see it starting of a bearish run after that. But I know it's a very choppy market as well, which can be good and bad. But I don't know, the way that I trade, I don't know. Because look at all these opportunities. Look how prices just shoots up from one zone to another. Look at all these prime opportunities, even on the 4 hour. Like this is valid. Look at all this. Just boom, 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 boom. This is actually a this is actually a really good movement. What am I saying too choppy? This is really good movement. In the daily it looks choppy, but look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. My mentor, man. I'm not even gonna say my mentor no more because he doesn't really I'm not really communicating with him. But I mean it's obvious at this point that I chose Nick Sean to start my trading journey, right? Not even started. I started with IML, but that's another story. Anyways, this concept that he has that it's a 50-50. You could just flip a coin, and the biggest difference is just risk management. It just it it's real crazy to me. It's real crazy to me because it's like it makes me feel like I'm powerless against the market, right? But at the same time, it's like it's not so much about winning as much as it's about losing as least amount times as possible. Like I gotta hate losing more than I love winning. I remember even my Coach Clarence told me this too. Coach Clarence was like, you gotta hate losing more than you love winning. That way you're just focused on trying to get first place in the race. You're more focused on avoiding the failure. You're more focused on avoiding that L in that race than you are on being at the top of the podium, right? Being at the top, being number one, right? And that's kind of what I how I feel about this is like it's not so much about winning, but how little can I lose? Because losing is inevitable, right? The risk management is the only difference from this being absolute gambling, like going to a casino, right? That's the only difference is how I manage my risk. I don't see anything right here either. Prices consolidated right here between this 4 hour zone and this daily zone. Super choppy market as well. I love it though. Hey, I ain't complaining though. I love this. I may have too many daily zones on this, but at the same time, they're appropriate. They're appropriate, I think. That was a good move. I caught a cool 91 pips. Um, Honestly, breaking recess on the downside, that's what I'll be looking for this. I'll just put it in currently in. I used to have a section with potential, but now I'm just gonna put it in currently in. How far down should I trade it? Probably like right, yeah, like halfway to this daily zone. That's pretty much it for this pair. I don't really see any setups. I still loosely trade based off of my trading system that I had, 2021, 2022. But now I use reversals, break and retest on the downside of the upside, two bearish candles for sell, two bullish candles for buy. That's what I got going on. So yeah, it's such a cool thing to see the evolution and how far I've come because I watched a couple videos back then and just I'd be clocked out like mentally. Whereas now it's definitely more fine-tuned. I have a lot of work to do, but it's definitely more fine-tuned and I know what I'm looking for and I'm also more patient. Like it's like 50% of this is like just waiting. It's not even so much trading, it's just waiting for that setup, waiting for everything to align, all these confluences to align and then going all in, right? I don't really see nothing for this either. Tuesday, 8:38 a.m. Hmm. Yeah, man. Ah, yeah, man. I don't really see nothing for this pair either. Okay, moving along. Girl, CHF. Girl, CHF. Okay, maybe on the downside, I could see something happen, but Jesus Christ, when was this? What the heck? It's all random. Irrelevant though. Price has been in a downtrend for several years. Overall, it's been in a downtrend for several years, right? Price already attempted to break past this zone three times and failed. This zone right here, three times and it failed. One, four if you want to count that. One, two, three, four, and it failed. It kind of broke it already here though. I could say this is a clear break. Definitely a clear break. And look how consolidated this is though. Jesus Christ, it's consolidated AF. Imagine trading that. I remember seeing this range trader in one of the group chats, and I was like, wow, that is a interesting choice. You want to trade ranges. I guess it could work though. You just wait until you just wait until price reaches this high. Literally, if you could have picked the same high and sold it every single time, you could have made profit. Sell. How many pips is that? 19 pips. Sell again. 21 pips. Sell again. A whopping 35 pips and sell one more time. About 30 pips. And you could have bought it right here, sell it right here, bought it right here. But to each his own, to each his own, man. This is also very consolidated. Nothing that I could see. Just more goodbye opportunities right here. These are all unnecessary. I'm gonna scrap all these. Good buy opportunities. Overall, this price is in a downtrend for sure. I could see this. Eventually, when was this? 2023? About a year and a half ago, it touched this daily zone. But dude, I don't see anything in any of these pairs to be honest. Stuck between these two 4 hour. Yeah, okay. Perhaps has started a bull run. Nah, what am I saying? What am I saying? Okay. If price manages to break past this zone, then I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. But yeah, dude, I don't really see anything. All right, a couple more pairs and I'm gonna call it a wrap. Not too much activity going on. You're okay. I'm gonna scrap this alert too. This is happened so long ago. So this is where all my alerts are going, huh? This is where they're all going. Um, they're here either, to be honest. Okay. I need to have a deep meditative state again, really clear my mind and be mindful once again to, get back to that place that I was a couple weeks back, where I was just so clear-minded and I could see the setups. I could literally see them, and then I traded like I promise. I was like six trades that day. They all went into profit. Now, is that always gonna happen? No, but it's something about being so aligned with the market that I could just see the opportunities and I took them. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This could even be a buy right here and then just buy it up to this zone, but man. Yeah, I think it might be a wrap. It might be a wrap. It ain't much I could see right now. Consolidated, consolidated. Yeah, it's a wrap skis. It's a wrap skis. Maybe easy from the 3-2-3 I'm out.